Welcome everybody to Let's Play Final Fantasy episode 54, and we are in Ul'dah. We are in the market area, and since we're fast approaching the climax of a Realm Reborn, or at least the main story, I started working on the crafting classes, particularly Goldsmith and Miner. So our warrior is 45, our Dragoon is 44, but this is but if I go to this other tab here, our botanist is 24, miner's 27, goldsmith is 26, and the reason why that I'm starting to focus on that is we have been receiving plenty of gear for the left side of our equipment table. As you can see, everything here is relatively within our levels here. Over on the right-hand side, like the offhand and the jewelry, things are very under-leveled. Now, I believe you can grind the dungeons that we've been through, and they may drop rings and whatnot, but you can also craft, if you're a goldsmith, you can also craft your own rings. So right now, I can craft items that are between 26 to 30. So if I wanted to, I could make item level 29 earrings, which would still be a little bit low level for our character. Once you get to, rings will become... But where you really make a lot of money as a goldsmith is level 55 and 60 after a Realm Reborn, even a little bit before, because the game starts focusing on you getting high level gear, and that's where you see the little icon, the little circle icon right behind these items' name or right before it. But the kind of the circular icon there, that indicates that is a high quality piece, and its stats will be boosted versus a common piece. But we are in the middle of rescuing the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Now, we have rescued Wedge and Biggs, which is Cid's top assistants. And this is good because now we have the full might of Cid's company, Garlean Ironworks, behind us. So now we need to case the Castrum Centri. We need to case the joint, see where Minfilia and the others are located, and we need to formulate a plan to rescue them. So, without further ado, let us head to Mordona, where evidence told, and pick up where we left off. Okay. So when we left off, we were speaking with a guy up on the landing, Garlemald. He has no love for the Empire, and so he's going to help us. Getting even with Garlemald. So, you have friends at Castrum Centri that want for rescue. That Slaftborn knows me too well. You can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the Horsens. But enough about me. Let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity is right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Centri from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the marbles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, you might as be able to eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends there, we'll move on to the next stage of the operation. Now get going and Godspeed. That, I believe, was an astrologian, at least a type of healer. So, this area here, where in front of us, that's what the guy is talking about. There we are. So we are right here. Let's see, there's Revenant's Toll. We came down the path, and we basically went south through the Tangle into this little area here that's right bordering on the Castrum. So this is our point of info. This is our spying point. So, learn from last time. When you're dealing with a group of people, bring out your healer. In this case, it's Tybalt, our Chocobo. The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Elezen gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. I do wonder, why is the Tribune so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she's possessed of some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind of beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunes yourself? As well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. We best get back to our stations. The footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. There you have it. Now, those Morbles, they are not to be trifled with because they have the classic attack of Bad Breath that can put all manner of status effects on you. And the cleansing skill the healers have can only do one at a time. Turning back to Alphnaud. It's good to see you again, Lightbringer. I'm given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So, Minfilia and the others are indeed at Castrum Centri. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray, have the details from him. Good work, Lightbringer. As Alphnaud has already told you, we have plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Garlemald is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us, Lightbringer. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. Drowning out the voices. While Garlemald goes about devising his plan, we need to see some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short in armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out the Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. And right now we are running our Dragoon because we're wanting to keep our warrior and Dragoon levels the same. So we can follow the mini-map here. Okay, right-click on the location, right-click on the scanner, and of course, Right-click and choose Use. Okay. So yeah, basically, what the Imperials discovered that the Eorzians haven't is a miracle of radio. Let's see if we can sneak around Brogert here. Nope. Sorry, Frogert, but you're in the way. Okay. Yeah, right behind him is another one. Yeah, I don't know how the link pearls work. At least in-game. Or at least lore-wise. I almost think they have to be something similar. Okay, and we got one more spot left. Looks like that is on the other side here. We're probably going to get another plasmoid since we're not finding any. Although, we do have Roderick here. Okay. Thank you so much, friend. Let's put you on healer so you don't go running after anybody. Let's go back. Okay, so yeah, you can see that the pushing us because we are level 44. We need to be level 45. Now we can switch to our warrior and finish this, but I'm going to have to go out and grind the Dragoon. But for the sake of recording, we'll use our warrior. You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose, though I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Lightbringer. Okay, one more. Acting the part. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plans they have you enter Castrum Centri all decked out in Imperial duds. But a disguise is more than just clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you to salute myself, of course, but especially learned it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to Castrum Centri and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Okay, so we got to go up to the cliff. Okay. We went right by that one Imperial. Of course. Nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Oh yeah, gotta be level 45. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No, no, no. Best you demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. Probably got one more. 46. Nope. Okay, so that's going to do it for today's episode. Now, I would have tried to squeeze one more in, but that is a requirement for level 46, and our warrior, being the highest among them, is only 45. So I'm going to have to grind off camera to get both our warrior and dragoon up to most likely level 50. But anyway, we will also see if we can see how best to equip our right-hand side of our equipment, whether it's with Kasmeer crafting herself, or if we have to borrow the skills of Morgana, my main character. But anyway, as I pressed the wrong button there, follow us next time when we continue the plot to rescue Minfilia and the other Scions. But until then, take care. We'll see you next time.